Did you know that Africa's economic potential is so enticing that the G20, the elite group of major economies, is eager to bring the continent into its fold? In this video, we'll delve into why the G20 is keen on Africa joining its exclusive ranks. We'll explore the economic factors, the benefits for both Africa and the G20, and the critical role Africa can play in addressing global challenges. Stay tuned to the end to discover how this move can not only unlock Africa's economic prowess, but also pave the way for more inclusive and effective global cooperation. However, before we begin our video, we would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. Let's get started. Unlocking Africa's economic potential. Africa's economic potential is a tantalizing prospect for the G20. The continent boasts a youthful population, which is expected to double by 2050, creating a vast labor force and consumer base. This demographic dividend can drive economic growth, innovation, and entrepreneurship. African youth are increasingly tech-savvy, contributing to the continent's emergence as a tech hub. Ethiopia, for instance, has positioned itself as a manufacturing and technology hub, attracting international companies seeking to tap into Africa's potential. Moreover, Africa is rich in natural resources, from minerals to energy reserves and agricultural land. These resources are essential for global industries including manufacturing, energy production, and agriculture. By including Africa in the G20, the forum secures access to these valuable resources, reducing resource scarcity risks for its member nations. One significant driver of Africa's economic rise is its impressive GDP growth rates. Several African countries have consistently ranked among the world's fastest-growing economies. Ethiopia, with its population exceeding 110 million, has achieved remarkable economic expansion, supported by infrastructure development and industrialization efforts. Nigeria, as Africa's largest economy, possesses significant market potential, particularly in the oil and gas sector. The African Union's flagship project, the African Continental Free Trade Area (AfCFTA), is a groundbreaking initiative that will create the world's largest single market, encompassing 54 African nations. This initiative presents immense trade opportunities, streamlining intra-African trade and reducing barriers. The AfCFTA aligns with the G20's goal of promoting international trade and economic cooperation, ensuring comprehensive representation. The G20 was established as a response to the global financial crisis in 1999. With the primary objective of bringing together the world's major economies to collectively address pressing economic challenges. However, since its inception, the composition of the G20 has faced criticism for its limited representation of the world's diverse economic landscape. Africa, as a continent with 54 diverse nations and a combined population exceeding 1.3 billion people, has historically been absent from the G20. This absence has raised concerns about the forum's inclusivity and the potential exclusion of significant voices in global economic governance. By extending an invitation to Africa, the G20 demonstrates its commitment to rectifying this omission and fostering a more balanced representation of the world's economies. African nations bring unique perspectives and challenges to the table. Many African countries are in various stages of development, with some facing significant infrastructure deficits, while others are emerging as regional economic powerhouses. Inclusivity is not just a matter of fairness. It's also a matter of practicality. The dynamic nature of the global economy requires diverse perspectives to tackle multifaceted challenges effectively. African nations' inclusion allows for a broader range of experiences, ideas, and solutions to be considered within the G20's framework. Tackling global challenges together, Africa is confronted with a multitude of global challenges, ranging from economic disparities to environmental crises and security concerns. The G20, renowned as a platform for international cooperation, stands to make a significant impact by collaborating with African nations to address these pressing issues effectively. One of the most urgent global challenges is climate change. Africa is particularly vulnerable to the adverse effects of climate change, with rising temperatures, erratic rainfall patterns, and extreme weather events wreaking havoc on agriculture and water resources. These changes often lead to droughts, food insecurity, and displacement of communities. The G20's engagement with Africa provides an opportunity to develop targeted strategies for climate adaptation and mitigation, supporting the continent in building resilience against the impacts of climate change. Moreover, poverty remains a formidable challenge in many African countries. While significant progress has been made in reducing poverty rates, substantial disparities persist. The G20's focus on inclusive economic growth and sustainable development aligns with Africa's aspirations to uplift its citizens out of poverty. Collaborative efforts can help mobilize resources and expertise to implement poverty alleviation programs and promote equitable economic growth, infrastructure development, and investment opportunities. Africa's infrastructure deficit is a critical barrier to its sustainable development. To bridge this gap, African nations require significant investment in infrastructure projects such as transportation networks, energy systems, and digital connectivity. Joining the G20 provides African nations access to financial resources and expertise needed for these transformative projects. Infrastructure development is not only about improving living standards, but also creating attractive environments for business and investment. By facilitating infrastructure development in Africa, the G20 can enhance the continent's economic competitiveness and encourage foreign investments, enhancing trade opportunities. Incorporating Africa into the G20 can boost trade opportunities, leading to economic growth and mutual benefits. The African Continental Free Trade Area (AFCFTA) aims to create a single market for goods and services across the continent. With Africa's integration into the G20, this ambitious initiative can receive international support and partnerships, leading to more streamlined trade practices, reduced trade barriers, and increased export opportunities for African nations. Furthermore, by engaging with Africa within the G20 framework, existing members can access African markets, which are expected to witness substantial growth in consumer demand. African countries offer a diverse array of resources, from minerals to agricultural products, which can enhance global trade, promoting global stability. Africa's stability is crucial for global peace and security. The continent has faced various conflicts and security challenges over the years, including armed conflicts, terrorism, and political instability. The G20 recognizes that addressing these issues is essential for global stability. By inviting African nations into the G20, the forum can collaborate on conflict resolution, peacekeeping efforts, and humanitarian assistance. A more stable Africa benefits not only the continent, but also the entire world by reducing potential sources of instability and insecurity. In conclusion, the G20's desire to include Africa is grounded in economic opportunities, representation, and addressing shared global challenges. The integration of African nations into this elite group signifies a commitment to creating a more equitable and prosperous world for all, where no region is left behind in the pursuit of sustainable development and global economic stability. If you found this video informative, please leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content on global economics and international relations. Your engagement and support help us continue to create content like this. Thanks for watching.